So I understand that this subject isn't of interest to many on my channel, but there's just as many who want to be in the know on the situation, so let's go ahead with it. No hard feelings if you want to skip out on this particular video. I get it, and we'll be back to talking football tomorrow. What's up, I'm Adrian, and this video is sort of two-pronged. We'll go through things chronologically, so we'll start with his statement from December, Ronaldo's statement that is, as well as a tidbit from Las Vegas this morning, and then move on to the Twitter fiasco. Again, I'll be sure to make it obvious when I'm sharing my own opinion. Otherwise, all of this is just reporting on what has happened and what has been said in the media. So, back in December of 2018, Ronaldo spoke briefly about the Mayorga lawsuit, saying, quote, "It hurt me to see my family upset about the news, but they know I would never be able to do that. I was completely calm and very confident that soon everything will be clear." More evidence of his calm demeanor towards this is the fact that Ronaldo was apparently cooperating, according to TMZ, in regards to the investigation and compliance with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. According to TMZ, he was asked to submit a DNA sample, and as TMZ stated, quote, "We are told he plans on cooperating 100%. All right, all good there. Now let's move on to the juicy part of this story, as things took an extremely strange turn on Tuesday for this case. But again, I'll save my opinion on it for the end once I've given you all of the details. I don't want to influence you from the start. So, on Tuesday, January 8th, 2019, Jasmine Leonard, who is a UK TV personality / model, TV host, contestant on Celebrity Big Brother, etc. She's appeared on a lot of reality shows. That's what I've gathered, as I've never heard of her myself. Anyways, Jasmine took to Twitter, which she has since deleted, and unleashed an absolute tirade of tweets surrounding Ronaldo, accusing him of some pretty incredible things. Well, despite Jasmine later deleting her Twitter account, as I said, more on that later though, I thankfully took a few screen caps and downloaded the audio of a few of her videos before they were taken down. Let's take it from the top. Watched Surviving R. Kelly last night. Sickening, absolutely sickening that because people are so enamored by him and his musical talent, he's been able to get away for so long with these vile criminal acts of abuse and pedophilia. Standard, okay, but then she continued, "On that note, and after much thought, I am reaching out to Catherine Mayorga and her legal team to offer my assistance in her rape allegation against Cristiano. Please contact me. I have information that I believe will be beneficial to your case, and I would like to help you. There is nothing in this life that I hate more than bullies, people who abuse their positions of power and bully people who don't have the capacity to defend themselves." So then she began retweeting and replying to people with, her comments on their tweets, and she went on, "No one has any idea what he is truly like, and if they did, if they had half a clue, they'd be horrified. I'm not sitting back any longer and watching him lie." So there she was alluding to the fact that she knows the real Cristiano Ronaldo. How? How does this person know Ronaldo better than anyone? She'll get to that. As Jasmine continued, "He legitimately thinks he's going to get away with it. Not now. I have had a relationship with him for a decade. We have been communicating pretty much on a daily basis for the last year and a half, and I have messages and recordings that will be invaluable to Catherine and her team in showing his true character and how unwell he is. Despite his efforts to persuade me to stay silent and get on board with supporting and defending him, I'm going to do the right thing and share with the public so you can make your own minds up. He may attempt to sue, but it's in the public interest, so he'll fail miserably." So she at this point quite clearly believes that she has checkmated Ronaldo, but if that wasn't enough, she continued, "Hundreds of messages I have of him talking and laughing about how he psychologically bullies the shit out of his baby mother and treats her like crap. Messages about all the times he's cheated on her, stories of sexual conquests that mirror Mayorga's, in-depth convos where he acknowledges and shares about having serious mental health issues. All the lies surrounding his children and their baby mothers. He's a bully and he's a liar. His whole life is a lie. Psychopath." Now I'll just give you the SparkNotes versions of some of her tweets. She then went on to say that she has been informed about how Cristiano hired detectives to try to dig up dirt on her, and that she and her child have been followed around by said detective. And here's perhaps the biggest and most inflammatory claim that's sure to welcome some legal action. She said that he told her if she dated someone else, he'd have her kidnapped, body cut up, put in a bag, and thrown in a river. And finally, at the end of her initial tweet storm, she had this to say, quote, "I've been speaking with the victim's legal team and will be meeting with them, and yes, at the appropriate time, I will produce all the evidence I have. Twitter is not the appropriate place, and this is not the appropriate time." However, the people of Twitter must have got to her late on Wednesday, January 9th, 2018, because she then tweeted out saying that she will share the proof she has if someone can explain to her how to share a WhatsApp voice memo on Twitter. I guess that worked, and Leonard began dropping the alleged audio files of the alleged Cristiano speaking. Notice I said alleged there, people. Before I say anything, have a listen for yourself. Oh, and if you're watching in a public place, then maybe turn it down. Fair warning.
You know, if I went out all the time, I think my penis would have fallen off. I think I'd have about 84 children, and I'm not exaggerating, about 84 on a good day. With penis, I'd have probably HIV, I'd have fucking AIDS, I'd have fucking chlamydia.
Then there was another recording with an alleged Ronaldo allegedly talking about the mother of Cristiano Jr.
She's going crazy, you know, and she what about her feelings? I said, forget your feelings, what about mine, you know? What about my feelings? And she hung up. Woo!
The alleged Ronaldo talking about homosexuality.
Well, I just find it disgusting. I don't know, it's maybe sometimes okay to watch, but I don't think he's great, really, is it, you know?
Alright, so what do we make of this? Let's do a comparison of Ronaldo's voice with one of the audio recordings.
I changed a little bit in terms of game, face, body, experience, everything. But I think I'm kind of the same.
Well, I just find it disgusting. I don't know, it's maybe sometimes okay to watch, but I don't think he's great, really, is it, you know?
Nothing gonna change, but of course I love this competition. This is special competition, and of course I want to do it better and better because I want to still maintain my level to play a few years more.
Everything, you know, I'd have fucking stalkers, I'd have court orders, and it'd be crazy, you know? Fuck, you know, no way.
Alright, my opinion time. The way that the voice says disgusting in the recording, to me, sounds like someone from the United Kingdom doing an impression of Cristiano.
I just find it disgusting. 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 Disgusting.
And I mean, my parents and family are Portuguese. There's a huge Portuguese community in Victoria, Canada that I've spent a lot of time interacting with. I've heard a lot of Portuguese people from the Azores and the mainland speak English. And to me, that recording doesn't sound like a Portuguese accent or Ronaldo's voice. As I said, it sounds like a bad impersonation of Ronaldo, like someone from the United Kingdom doing an impersonation of Ronaldo, but accidentally mixing in some Spanish accent in there.
What can you say, you know, they're both the same. So, I mean, I just don't think, you know, he's right.
And then you have to call into question Jasmine Leonard's motivation for coming out at this point. Sure, she could genuinely have a case against Ronaldo. If these messages are proven to be true, then she will be vindicated in the end. But someone who genuinely wanted to help would not have disclosed all of this to the public. They would have quietly given the evidence to Catherine Mayorga's legal team and let them handle it. Instead, she tried to get the court of public opinion involved, and as of now, it's seemingly backfired on her. But also the part where she said that Cristiano tried to get her on his side to defend him is mega questionable to me, because why? Why would he want her of all people to stand up for him? Why would her opinion matter? Does she have a law degree that she isn't disclosing? I mean, it's so out of this world to think that Cristiano would ask her of all people to stand by his side and defend and support his innocence. And on top of that, I don't think that Ronaldo is so stupid that he would send voice memos on topics such as this, you know? For example, it would be one thing if they were recordings that he didn't know about, where he didn't know he was being recorded, but it's all too convenient to have these incriminating, for lack of a better word, voice recordings that he voluntarily sent to someone who claims that she turned Ronaldo down when he asked her to be his mistress. Why would you send incriminating, again in quotation marks, convenient voice memos to someone like that? It just lacks logic to me. And again, as I said, if they are determined to be real recordings, I will hold my hands up and apologize. But I don't know. I've tried to keep an open mind on everything during this whole lawsuit, but I'm having a really hard time grasping this in particular. So anyways, this is no longer my opinion now. Then Ronaldo's lawyers came out on January 10th, 2018 and said that, quote, Mr. Ronaldo has no specific recollection of meeting Ms. Leonard 10 years ago or at any point. He has not had a relationship with her and he has not had any contact with her, whether in the last 18 months, as Ms. Leonard suggests, or otherwise. The voice notes posted by Ms. Leonard on social media are not of Mr. Ronaldo. Mr. Ronaldo will take appropriate legal action in due course. I don't know. Back to my opinion. It's a pretty bold claim to say that you have had a relationship with Cristiano in secret for almost a decade and that you dated him in 2008. She then posts those suspect voice recordings, which, well, they just don't seem too legitimate, and then goes ahead with deleting her Twitter due to trolling, not because of the threat of legal action from Ronaldo's camp, she says. To me, it seems like she's trying to piggyback on the situation for her own gain, and apparently after doing some reading, she's known for pulling publicity stunts in the UK as well, so who knows? If it is true that she is trying to piggyback off of a sexual assault case, then she really needs to do some soul searching. But anyways, we'll have to see what happens. It's none of our jobs to be the judge and jury here. Let's leave that in the hands of the Las Vegas police. But I thought that this insane turn in the lawsuit was worthy of an update. Hopefully, it will all wrap up as soon as possible. Alright guys, there you have it. That's where things stand right now. Ronaldo is apparently complying in the case and retains his innocence, while Jasmine Leonard is getting involved and claims that she will be filing a lawsuit herself in London and will be helping Mayorga's side of things. I'll continue to update this story as it develops, so check back or subscribe if you want to stay updated. But other than that, I'm Adrian, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.